Called off with rain falling throughout the day. The chance of Streisand taking to the stage at the football stadium became more remote by the minute. Then, just after 5 this afternoon, the show was officially postponed.
The announcements before gates opened. We must be fair about it for all concerned, and we believe at this stage this was the right time to make the decision.
Tonight's tickets are now valid for a rescheduled performance tomorrow night. Anyone who can't attend will be given a full refund.
It rained on her parade. Thousands of Barbra Streisand fans have been told to wait until tomorrow night. But what if it rains again? We'll cross live to the stadium for an update. Streisand's washed-out concert. A bit wet down there, Sonia.
It is, Stan. The rain has set in. But what does it mean for fans tomorrow night and the night after?
$100 a ticket to see her, but even Barbra Streisand couldn't control the Sydney weather. Tonight's concert is a washout, postponed until tomorrow night. But with the bad weather looking like it's here to stay, it's all looking very doubtful. Sonia Kruger is outside a very wet Sydney football stadium, about to be blown away by the looks of it.
Absolutely, the bad weather is definitely here. Look at this empty car park stand.
Not good.
24,000 very disappointed fans. I've got a couple with me. Now, when you found out today that the concert had been cancelled, how did you feel?
Well, actually, I mean, look at it. I was absolutely relieved. There was a whole group of us at work looking out the window every 5 minutes, like ringing each other up. It was just amazing.
So you were kind of glad?
I was kind of glad. I mean, after all, 30 years since Barbra Streisand was actually here, or she's never been here before, she'd get her hair messed up if nothing
Well,
else.
that's right. I mean, you can't have that. Now, ladies, you came down from Brisbane.
We did. Yes, we did.
And so what does this mean for you? Are you coming back tomorrow night?
We're staying over another night to see if this rain goes so that we can see Barbra tomorrow night, hopefully.
So what happens if it doesn't clear and it's washed out again tomorrow night? What will you do then?
We'll have to go home.
And you've had to pay extra accommodation costs?
Yes, we have.
And what sort of tickets did you buy in the first place?
The VIP seats.
So it could be a very expensive exercise.
A very expensive exercise.
Well, there you go, Stan. Some fans who are a little bit disappointed.
That's heartbreaking, isn't it?
It
when
certainly
you've come such a long way. Sonia, why hold it outside in the first place? Has anyone explained that?
Well, it's really interesting. Apparently, they scouted for lots and lots of different locations throughout Sydney, but this one was chosen, the only open-air place that they chose, because of the acoustics, and Barbra was very keen on the acoustics in this venue, but with the wind and rain, the acoustics would be completely messed up anyway.
Now, tomorrow night, everyone can turn up if they've got tickets, if it's on.
That's exactly right. People can come back down tomorrow night. The Weather Bureau is forecasting rain easing to showers, so it should be a little bit better tomorrow night.
Cross our fingers, eh?
Absolutely.
Thanks for that, Sonia.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, Barbra might be washed out, but across town, one of her colleagues will take to the stage, rain, hail or shine. Brian Adams, who recently sang a duet with Babs, is safely undercover at the Sydney Entertainment Centre. A wise move, I think. Since he quit school at 16 to pursue a music career, he's...
Alan Bond prepares for freedom after winning his appeal. A backlash from country MPs to Telstra's big job cuts, and Sydney shoppers facing another slug just to park their cars. Good evening. Also tonight, it looks like second time lucky for Barbra Streisand and her many fans. The scheduled Barbra Streisand show will go on. The big crowd at the football stadium has been slowly building for more than an hour. Miss Streisand herself is said to be delighted that the sun has been shining all day.
Last night she was disappointed, tonight she's excited, and so are we.
We're going to see Barb for the first time in our lives, the only time she's been in Australia, and we're going to see. We're all very excited.
This afternoon, a Barbra lookalike helped warm up the orchestra. The real thing is expected on stage at 8 o'clock.
Dead after a fireman goes on a killing spree in America, and after rain delays, diva Barbra Streisand wows fans at her first Australian concert. Details next.
10's Late News with Sandra Sully.
Tonight, Bondi's back. The disgraced tycoon walks free from jail.
I'm sorry you kept me so long, though. That's the only thing.
The bizarre mass murder, a sacked fireman starts a blaze, then kills his colleagues. And Barbra Streisand live in Sydney. 24 hours, but for die-hard Streisand fans, it was worth it.
It was worth waiting for.
25,000 people poured into the Sydney Football Stadium for the Divas' first ever concert outside the US. The 57-year-old singer and actress was reportedly heartbroken after rain forced her to cancel last night's performance. And we'll hear more of tonight's Streisand concert a little later in tonight's bulletin. More heroes enjoy a warm welcome home. Also, on a clear night, a special treat from Barbra Streisand. Scattered pictures. March the 9th, as we stand by for Sports Tonight, we'll leave you with more of Babs. Barbra Streisand enthralling a big crowd at the Sydney Football Stadium tonight. I'm Sandra Sully. Enjoy.
What's too painful to remember? We simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we'll remember. Whenever we
The crowd has begun building for tonight's second Barbra Streisand concert at the football stadium, and they're in for an absolute treat. Last night, one of the best voices in showbiz left no doubt the long wait was worth it.
After a 24-hour delay, finally the show they'd all been waiting for.
Isn't it a beautiful night?
A stark contrast to the night before, rain forcing promoters to postpone Barbra Streisand's first Australian concert.
Smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. It was worth waiting for.
Her fans thought so too, some paying up to $1,500 a ticket.
Well worth every cent.
During the performance, Babs apologised to the audience, saying her voice was a little hoarse from rehearsing in the rain, but no one was complaining.
It was absolutely sensational. She's the lady of the century, there's no doubt.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best ones. That and U2 is probably the best concert I've ever been to.
Earlier today, Barbra Streisand's second concert looked like it could have been a washout, but the promoter says it will go ahead.
I've just seen the radar, and it's looking good, actually.
That news came as a great relief to fans.
Very excited, actually. Yeah, extremely excited.
Everyone said it was fantastic, so we're just hoping the same thing happens tonight.
Anna Corrin, National 9 News.